Alright, welcome back everybody to another live stream. Let's go ahead and just get started right away. We've got just a few more days and then we're finally gonna achieve the goal of this whole series, 100% perfection, on day 28 of winter. So let's just grind out these last few days of this last month of winter and finally achieve the goal. So I need to get my bearings. It's been a few days since I've touched this run, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing over these next few days. I believe I've written down somewhere. The only thing that's really important is tending to the keg cycles and starfruit harvests. The keg cycle will be on the 24th, so we have to keep that in mind. And then I believe we're done with starfruit shed harvests for the month, actually, because they take like 13 days to grow in there. And then the island will have a harvest ready at some point. I don't really remember exactly when that is, but we can probably just run over to the island real quick and check that. The greenhouse starfruit harvest is on Sundays, I think. So let's take a look here. It looks like it'll be ready tomorrow, or maybe the 24th, because I think I have it lined up with the keg cycle now. So let's go ahead and restart the day and then start the day. So I might honestly skip over some of these days just to get to perfection. If anybody who is here in chat wants to see me accomplish anything or try anything over these last few days, feel free to let me know and I'll go ahead and do so, because we really just have these last few days to grind out. And I have been skipping over some days. Like, I haven't been playing the full days. I've been doing the starfruit harvest, keg cycle, or whatever like is really necessary, and then just going along. So let's go ahead and see what all we can do. I've got another shed that we could potentially set up with more starfruit garden pots and stuff, but that's going to require more clay farming, and there's a whole weird process to that where I have to use the map predictor in winter because it's not the typical pattern, so I don't really want to get into that today. Let's see if we've got any jades ready. It looks like the jades are just about to get ready. But yeah, we could probably just skip over this day and then do the last starfruit harvest, and then after we replant those starfruits, we can switch our profession to artisan for the extra 40% sell bonus, and then sell all of the starfruit wine. We've got like 5 stacks of those to go through, so we'll see how much money that gets us. We've got, yeah, over 5 stacks, so quite a bit there. And then yeah, not really much to do today. I don't really think I have any quests either. What's left for perfection? Nothing really. It's just the cooking recipes that you have to wait for every Sunday, so really we're just min-maxing now, and I'm more doing this just for the live streaming. It's just for the fun of achieving perfection on the last day, but you can claim that quest and just, I guess, skip over the days because there's really nothing we're gonna be doing here. So let's sleep. And then, real quick, check on that hidden starfruit harvest. I don't think there's gonna be much left to do. Yeah, we still have one day on that, so. Hey David, glad you could stop by. If I get all the super luck days. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't really matter at this point, because we're really, the whole point of this is just achieving perfection. So we do have a super luck day today, but I'm probably just gonna skip this day again and just do the keg cycle tomorrow, switch over the profession, sell the rest of the starfruit wine, and then we're done, because anything we do today isn't gonna really have any effect on the final amount of money we achieve. So I don't think there's any last minute quests. Maybe we get some random quests in the mail, but doesn't look like there was any. We can go to the island real quick, see if there's any last key challenge that we haven't completed yet, just for the sake of completion. So let's go over and check that real quick. Tomorrow will be a starfruit harvest day. We can grab the fruit while we're here, because why not? And I could potentially grind for more radioactive ore and bone shards in order to fill out more of the island, but there isn't too much of a point in it, because once we harvest those, we're not going to get the next harvest until spring, and we're not going to play during spring, so yeah. Took your horse's name. I came up with this horse's name long ago. Just kidding, it's a common joke. Keys cuisine or extended family. Well, we've already done that one, and this one's a hassle to do, so shipping some coffee will be easy on that one. And then, yeah, so let's go back to the valley, I guess. Yeah, not too much exciting over these last few days. We're just gonna, I think really the only exciting thing that we're gonna do is finally achieving perfection, but I felt I needed to do it on live stream, because for anybody who's been here for this whole series might want to see that. So where am I going? Let's check the dig site real quick for any bones. Because the hyperspeed road does require bones, so it doesn't take too much time to do this real quick. Then we'll go back to the beach, grab the order from the special order board from the town, but I think we've done all of those. I think the only ones we haven't done are like Pam's, one of Pam's ones that's only available in spring. And obviously we're not in spring, so we're gonna end up not ever doing that one, which is okay. And then I think we also have one cutscene left to view. Let me check that in like 1 second. We're always collecting wood, so I guess because we've already done both of those, so there's really no point in either of them right now. But I'm gonna make it a point to view every cutscene. Like, obviously you don't need to view every cutscene for perfection, but I believe we've viewed all of them except for one. Let me double check that with the Stardew checker. But I believe that one will be like Jazz and Vincent's 10 heart or 8 heart or whatever it is. is that? Should be under social? No. Let me look up on the wiki real quick, because it'll be there. Their 8 hard cutscene, enter Cinderset Forest during spring on a sunny day. So we can't really see that until spring anyway, so never mind that. We've seen all the cutscenes we can, so let's, I guess, ship another stack of triple shot espressos, because that'll fulfill the Keys Cuisine quest. And then we'll just sleep. It feels weird to just go to sleep, but we really don't have anything else to do at this point, because if we do like we can potentially do a Skull Cavern dive and get like more iridium and sell that, but really the only money maker is from the starfruit, and we'll do our starfruit harvest tomorrow, but planting anymore, it's gonna grow after winter and spring, so it won't have any impact on our total earnings for the end of the second year. So let's ship those away and just throw everything in the chests here, and then should be about done with this day. Put that in there. Where did I put Nautilus shells? That chest there. I have this rest of this coffee. Alright. Let's go to bed and then take care of the keg cycle tomorrow. I'm not really worried about crafting any more kegs, because again, we're done. We're at the end of the series now. Another super luck day. It's interesting. Let's go ahead and grab the starfruit, as it is a keg cycle day. I'm gonna actually start at the island so that we can get more starfruit before we put them in the kegs, because I think we're at over like 1,000 kegs now, so we should have enough starfruit here, but I'd rather go through the regular starfruit we'll get at the island. So let's grab any starfruit seeds. We are going to have to buy some more starfruit seeds, but we should have enough from the money we got from the coffee for to afford the starfruit seeds. Glad you can stop by, Kieran. Been out of starfruit for a while, busy with at work. Yeah, I've been really busy with other things as well, but finally getting to finish off this series now, so pretty exciting. Like, I feel like the end of a min-max is really anticlimactic, like all we're doing is waiting for grabbing the last perfection, but I mean, it is what it is, not much to it. But let's go ahead, warp to the desert, buy the starfruit seeds. I guess while we're at the desert, we can cycle the kegs there. Maybe we'll make a few more kegs. Maybe, like, I don't know if I want to use up all the wood we have, but we'll go for it and just try to fill out whatever kegs we can that are left. But and I did say I was going to go to the island first and take care of that, but the problem is we do need to buy starfruit seeds first for that, so let's go over there. And then since we're already at the desert, we might as well keg cycle. And yeah, we're going to have to wait until 9 AM anyway for Sandy's to open. So let's go ahead and start on this keg cycle. The desert here definitely takes the longest now. We're at quite a number of kegs here. Gonna do another artisan sale. Yes, I definitely plan on doing that. We've got like 5 or 6 stacks, and after this we're gonna have like probably like 7 stacks of wine, so quite a bit of money. Not gonna do anything with the money, but you know, numbers are fun to look at, so we'll see just how much money we make. And it's probably not an insane amount. Like, I don't really follow a lot of the other min-max runs people have done, but I think someone did like 100 million in 2 years, which is quite a bit. Or maybe I've got my number wrong, but definitely way more than we're gonna end up getting here. But I think what I really want to try is just restarting a min-max run and just doing, like, what's it called? Only the first day or first month of spring. Because I think that's where it really matters. After that, in the summer, all you're doing is growing starfruit, turning starfruit into wine. Or, I don't even know what the current min-max strategy is, but I think it's way more interesting, like the first day, first month, so we'll really only focus on that, and I'll, you know, make some videos on maybe just min-maxing the first day, because I think the first day is really what matters more than anything else, and it's probably the most interesting. I don't know if, I'm guessing clay farming is still the best strategy for day 1, and then once you unlock the mines, I think geode farming is the best strategy now. But I could be wrong. I think I'm a little out of the loop on this sort of stuff, but we'll see when the time comes. I'll definitely try the whatever is considered the meta best strategy at that point. Alright, let's go buy some starfruit seeds now. Got about half of the kegs cycled here, which is, I mean, we're fine on time, so that's good. I don't like how the island starfruit harvest lined up with our keg cycle day now. It's a lot to get done in one day, but I guess that's fine. I'd rather prioritize the starfruit harvest, so once we're done in the desert here, we will head over there for sure, and then cycle the rest of the kegs on the farm and outside the farm and whatnot. So I'll finish these ones here, and then I guess I'll place the rest of the kegs now, just for the heck of it. I don't know exactly what number of kegs are, but I think we're at maybe like 13 to 1400. That would be my guess. I haven't counted since like my like video that was like 2 videos or something ago, so definitely include the count in the video for the last 3 days of the series, but I guess we'll see that later. We can also probably tell with how much starfruit wine we receive, and then I can add 94 kegs to that amount, and then we'll be able to tell how many kegs we currently have, so I guess that's the easier way to do it. Quite obvious actually, but I don't have the map pulled up. But I think all of this space right here should be safe, but I should probably pull that map up just in case. I mean, we're not gonna... Well, actually, isn't Sandy's birthday in winter? I think Sandy's birthday is in winter, so I have no idea when Emily and Sandy come to it, or if it's already passed, but that's like the only day that the kegs will get obstructed if they're in their path. But I think I've done a good job of not placing any in where they pass, so should be good in that regard. David, you're on track for 2-year end perfection. Yeah, no, it's. I think I think it's a good like strategy and guide and stuff for achieving perfection in 2 years, but I think there's definitely a lot of room for making way more money, but it wasn't really the focus of the series. The focus was, you know, min-max at first, but then it kind of went more into just like perfection and trying to accomplish all these like little perfection goals in as little time as possible. Sandy is in fall, interesting. So I guess it's fall and we don't even have to worry about that. For some reason I thought Sandy was in winter, but no worries there. Let's go ahead and just place the kegs, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, I think all of this space up here is safe space, but we've got this cactus in the way, so do have to work around that. I think I'm just gonna do a line of kegs here, and then I think the best thing to do here I don't think it would be one row across here, because then we could either do like them sticking out a little bit, and I think that would fit more than doing one across, because you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the same amount of space. So let me. I mean, I don't think we're gonna fill out the whole desert, so it doesn't matter that much, but you know, still try to get as close to perfect as possible here. So these can go up like that, and then we just place them 2 at a time like this, and then we should be able to reach all the kegs still. I think, at least. We can go in here and reach these ones. And it'll mirror the same sort of setup on the top here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this space here, but I'm just gonna just leave it like that for now. Place the rest of these here. Yeah, sure, like that. And we can like close this off if we wanted, but that's fine. And then I think it would fit best going like, so we can only reach these two by having this spot open here, so we need a path here. But I do like my symmetry, so I'm gonna go like this probably. That way they are more symmetric. And it's already 6 p.m. and we still need to do the starfruit harvest. Wow, this took way longer than I thought it would. So let's get the rest of these kegs down and then do that island starfruit harvest. We only need like 3 hours for the island starfruit harvest, so should be good. And like putting the starfruit in today honestly doesn't matter because this wine isn't gonna brew for 7 days. But still, for the sake of having this end keg set up, I want to get as many kegs down as possible here. We only have 20 left to place, so we're almost there. I think this is all safe space here. And I forgot I need to leave. I need to leave this lane open for my horse for Skull Cavern dives, so I'll destroy those kegs later if I need to. Okay, we're almost filled out all the kegs here. One more to place. I can place one here and still reach all those ones, and I think that's it. So now we have to rush over to Ginger Island and take care of that starfruit harvest. Let's go ahead and increase our speed. And we'll have to do the rest of the kegs tomorrow, which is fine. If we do it early tomorrow, then they do end up lining up with the rest of them, since the starfruit wine takes just slightly less than 7 days to brew, actually. But yeah, I definitely could have fit more starfruit here, but we didn't have enough materials to craft the hyperspeed growth, so not a big deal. But we probably won't end up filling up this whole farm just because it's not really worth it. But that's okay. After this, if we have any time left, I don't know why that space came undone right there. If you look closely, there's an untilled space there. I'm not really sure what happened there because there's no like rows or anything, and I thought I would have definitely planted starfruit there, so not sure what's up with that, but that's alright. But anyway, after this, tomorrow we'll definitely have to finish the keg cycle, and then since we already have all the starfruit planted today, we can switch our profession tomorrow to the artisan, and we'll sell everything on day 27 so that we get all the earnings day 28, get the last queen of the sauce recipe, and then achieve perfection. Should probably make sure I have the ingredients for whatever the last recipe is, although I don't think that'll be much of an issue. Not sure what it is off the top of my head. I think it was like the shrimp cocktail, if I'm recalling right. We should have everything for that, so don't think there's any need to worry there. Would have been nice to get the starfruit setup done 1 day earlier, because if you remember in my video where I did do this, which was like day 9 or something of winter, I'd ended up getting all the seeds down but not having enough time to water them. But if I did have enough time to water everything, they would have been a day earlier, which would have been perfect, because then I get the starfruit supply 1 day before I need to cycle them in the kegs, and it would have just lined up a lot nicer. But again, not much I can do now, and it really doesn't matter because we're gonna be achieving perfection soon anyway, and all of these seeds that I'm planting right now, we're never gonna harvest these, most likely. So we're gonna grow in spring on day 3, I think, so we're almost done with this. The star fruit harvest always takes forever, but we are saving the most in-game time here. If I were to do it like where I swipe my cursor around, it goes a little bit faster real-life time because we're harvesting like almost 9 in the same time we're harvesting 1. But then we also aren't really planting the seeds, so I don't know. It just ends up taking a lot, like, more in-game time overall. Doing it this way, we're actually freezing time every time we're in the process of that harvest animation, so time's going much slower than it normally moves, like in-game, which is a good thing. That's why we do this strategy for min-maxing, but it is pretty tedious. I think we should be good on time. We're almost done here. I should have tried to make some more hyperspeed grow to fill out that last sprinkler, like right here, at least. Would have been nice. And we might still be able to. I have no idea how much hyperspeed grow we can craft right now. But it doesn't hurt to go check, so we will do that after planting all of these ones, because the ones we already have are more important. And again, it's not going to matter for profit since we won't be actually harvesting the star fruit, but it matters more for the sake of having this setup that looks more filled out and complete, in my opinion, so we're going to try to accomplish that. Got just a few more here, and then we're good. Alright, I think that looks good. Let's warp back. And now, what do we need? We need to craft hyperspeed grow. We can craft quite a bit actually. We're limited by bone fragments, which is what I expected. So, I mean, they're honestly probably not going to line up with the rest of them because we don't have a whole lot of time, and we're going to have to water them if we want them to line up, but let's go ahead and craft 100 and see what we can do with it, just for the sake of it. And I have been trying to water this bowl here because there is the grandpa's evaluation or everything, and it wouldn't feel complete, like a complete perfection run if I didn't get the maximum score from the evaluation, and you do need a certain amount of friendship points with your dog to get that, and watering the bowl there does increase that, so we'll see if I get that or not. But anyway, I need to go down this way and see what I can fill out here. I think this row right here is also fair game. Let's start by planting the speed row. I think one of these spots aren't covered by the sprinkler, but That's okay. I've got lots of sprinklers, so I can really place the sprinklers wherever. I think I forgot to bring them with me. So we'll water these spots and then see what happens. I think there's one or two there that won't get watered. Yeah, like these three right there. I need to put like a quality sprinkler, or even just like a basic sprinkler right there to cover like two of those to fully maximize as much as I can. Alright, we still got an hour, so I can probably dig up some more dirt over here. And then again, I don't know what happened with these spots here that should have had starfruit planted, so don't know what happened with that, but that's okay. Okay, I got all those. We can maybe get one more column here. Maybe two more. And then water it. Hopefully I don't pass out here. Alright, there we go. Now we can pass out. Actually, let's see if we can make it to bed. Nope, but that's okay. Alright, there we go. We got the kegs done, and then we just need to finish the rest of the kegs today. We got the ones at the desert done. Today's a festival, apparently. Feast of the Winter Star. I don't know if we'll go to that. I guess we can, because we really won't have anything else to do today, so we might as well. I believe my secret gift goes to Leo, so we'll give him a mango, because we've already got maximum friendship with him, so it doesn't really matter in that regard. I'm gonna grab whatever else we need to bring to the island later, so let's grab sprinklers, starfruit seeds. I think we're done with the speed grow here. I was gonna craft a few more heavy tappers just to place in the quarry to fill out that space. Let's go ahead and do that first. And then we won't be able to go to the sewer today, I just realized, but thankfully we can do that tomorrow on the 26th and then sell everything on the 27th. So that does work out fine there. But we do have to cycle all these kegs here now. I guess technically those first couple days of winter would have been best spent in the mine grinding for radioactive ore, but it would probably take, like, in real life, like 30 to 40 minutes just to min-max grinding for radioactive ore because of all the pausing and just tedious going between the mine floors and all that sort of thing, so really don't feel the need to do that right now, so. And tending to these keg cycles is plenty tedious for me right now anyway, because I've been doing this, like, I don't know, when we first got the keg set up, I think it was fall of the first year that we did. I believe it was like the first week of fall where we placed our first kegs, so there's been 6 months. Like, obviously the first few keg cycles we had done, we only had just like maybe 10 kegs at first. but they did quickly multiply over time. Like, I feel like we've had them set up in the tunnel and the bus stop for quite some time now. Like, I think we finished that during the month of fall, but I could be wrong. I'll have to look back on that. Something I really wish I had done. Go through the... Can't you go to the sewer through the forest? Yeah, that... You definitely can. I forgot about that. I'm so used to going through the town entrance, but yeah, there is a back entrance, so... I guess we could do that if we want to. Really doesn't make much of a difference. We don't have 10,000 G right now, so we will have to acquire that somehow, which is very difficult on festival days, actually. We'd have to sell, like, I don't know, like 40, we'd have to trash like 40 triple shots, maybe. Just because all of the town shops are closed on festival days, so we couldn't, like, sell iridium bars to Clint for some cash real quick, or anything like that, but that's alright. Almost done here. Ran out of regular quality starter, but that's okay. I think we hit every keg in here. We're gonna go up to the... Well, actually, let's do the quarry tappers first. And then whatever trees don't have any oak resin things on, we'll place a tapper on there. I don't think we have enough to fill every tree here, but again, it's alright. Go right over to the railroad area from here. We'll be going back there soon on day 28. Get rid of that boulder so we achieve perfection. The fact that it's a boulder always seemed a bit anticlimactic. Like, the hardest goal in the game, achieving 100% perfection, and it's just a boulder that we could have just climbed over theoretically, or even just like mined with our pickaxe, but no, just a boulder. But that's okay. It's very difficult to grab the tap goods. Like, I can't just run across it. Like, well, right there I could, but like, it seems like there's just like an ever so slight delay when I'm like holding right click and trying to grab it, where like there, like I felt like my mouse was over it, but it didn't like pick it up. Not sure if that makes any sense, but same thing with like inserting starfruit into the kegs, where you can't like just hold the mouse and walk across and do it. There's like an ever so slight delay that makes you have to like do it really precisely to do it quickly. It's very hard to explain, but I feel like if you played Stardew on PC, you probably know what I'm talking about. Let's put some more beer in here just because I keep looking at the ready icon here. Accidentally warped down here, but I guess while we're down here we can grab the rope from the fish pond, since we haven't done that in like, I don't know, a few days. Let's also grab the jades because they're probably done here. And then it is Thursday, so we gotta go to the desert and pick up a magic rock candy. So I can't forget that. You know, something I haven't done is buy a statue of Endless Fortune. Or whatever the thing is from the casino. I should probably do that just for fun. But it hasn't even crossed my mind. But I'll do that, obviously, once we sell all of the starfruit wine. Okay, so let's see, we have... the wheat goes back in here. Grab the fruit from the greenhouse real quick. We've had the greenhouse trees here for over a year now, so they are silver quality fruit now, which is actually slightly more annoying than beneficial because now it takes up more space in the chest, but that's fine. Go ahead and tend to these two sheds here. Forgot how many kegs I had originally crafted. I think it was like 92. So whatever our starfruit wine count is at, we'll have to add 90 to that. I missed the festival. That's okay. I forget there is a time frame for the festival, and I guess it was 3 o'clock. But I don't think there's a shop vendor or anything, so I mean, obviously there's nothing for perfection when you have the festival. It would have just been more going for fun. Obviously with some festivals, there's the rare crow, and the rare crows are needed for perfection because you get the recipe for the deluxe scarecrow from that. Yeah, poor Leo's. Everybody's getting a gift, but poor Leo's left stranded there. Poor little guy, he moved to the town from the island thinking he's gonna be getting all these friends, and then he gets stood up like this. But that's okay. We're actually almost done with our starfruit supply here. For the longest time we had like an excess of starfruit, but we actually made quite a dent in it ever since we've got like way more kegs than we have starfruit growing. Alright, let's, I guess, go to sleep soon and then get on with the next day. Let me sell like 9,000, I think 7 iridium bars, be 10,000-ish G. So we've got 1,207 plus like 90 kegs is, yeah, about 1,300-ish kegs, a little bit less than that total. But anyway, I'm gonna go check on the island real quick. Yeah, because these ones right here aren't actually getting watered, so guess I'll place a sprinkler like that. And then these ones aren't getting watered here. What would be ideal is to place a sprinkler on a tile that cannot be farmed, so we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces from the other one, but as you can see, this one can be hoed there, so placing one here. Basically, whenever we have as many sprinklers as we need, we want to make use of as many farm tiles as possible, so placing, like, we could be placing sprinklers like as many as we want on the outside land here, and it wouldn't affect like min-maxing the amount of yields we can get from the star fruit there, so placing one there is definitely okay. And then it's a different story for what we'll need to place to cover these tiles here, but again, I'm not really worried about that right now. There's really no point in planting this star fruit because it's not going to line up. I want it all to line up, so won't worry about that. Forgot I had cleared that chest actually. And before I forget, let's see if the desert trader is still active. We don't really go to the desert this late, so I don't actually know off the top of my head if the desert trader actually closes or not. But I think the desert trader must be open like for the whole day, just because they don't ever actually close, like not even for festivals. Like the only time the desert trader isn't here is when they are at the night market, winter night market. Let's put this wherever it may go. Alright, and we don't even have enough coal if we want to smelt more bars, which is fine. I think we'll go ahead and go to sleep now. I sold some iridium bars so we can grab the profession tomorrow, and then day 27 we'll sell everything. Day 28 we'll get our earnings and then achieve perfection that day. I think we only have the one cooking recipe left that's on the final day, and I think whatever one we got last Sunday we still have left to cook, which I think is the poppy seed muffin. We need poppy for that, so let's go ahead and do that just so we don't need to do it later. Let's get it out of the way. Hopefully we have some poppies. Yeah, we should have everything. I'm not too worried about that. So let me double check. Stardew, I believe it's the shrimp cocktail that is the last thing we need to cook, which requires a tomato, shrimp, and wild horseradish. And we should have all of those things. I don't see why we wouldn't. Yeah, we've got the wild horseradish. We have shrimp, and we definitely have a tomato. Just in case, I'm gonna give Krobus a pumpkin because hearts with him do decay. They don't with anybody else, but since he's our roommate, I guess they decay, so I want to make sure we don't accidentally fall to 13 hearts with him on the last day. Let's go ahead and activate that Shrine of Uncertainty before we forget. And we want to change farming. We've got all of these winter things ready. I guess on the last day, I might as well, just because I don't think I'm ever gonna pick up this run again, like in spring. But just for the sake of doing things the right way, on the last day I will hoe all of the land, water all of the land, and plant winter seeds to preserve the land for spring. Just because that is the min-max type of thing to do. Although technically, once I achieve perfection, the best way to make money is through coops and golden chickens and selling golden eggs, I believe. I believe the profit for taking up the space of a coop and having the golden chickens or whatever ends up being more than like a shed with starfruit, garden pots, and kegs would be. Oh yeah, and speaking of that, even then it's like I'd rather fill out the farm with sheds versus like planting crops. But we'll see. Farm looks nice when there are crops growing, so maybe I will set up something. I will have to move around the sprinklers then if I want to use pressure nozzles with them, but we'll see. Not really too concerned about that. Quite a bit of winter forageables that have grown. Unfortunately, the Junimos don't harvest them for us. I think that's it for this part of the field. Let's grab these ones. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it to actually set up the, because what would I do in spring? Like, plant ancient fruit on the first day? Like, there is no real point to hoeing all the land and watering it all and whatnot. Other than for setting up some sort of crops to make the farm look nice. Just for the flex of it, but probably not worth it. So I think all that's left today, if we want to, we can complete this thing, but David, you said you used fiber seeds. Yeah, fiber seeds aren't a bad option. I think winter seeds are better for me though, because fiber seeds require clay. And yeah, I don't want to use the clay on the fiber seeds just because I'd use them for the garden pots and deluxe retaining soil. So clay is very valuable to me. But meanwhile, the winter forageables are just money, and we have infinite money basically. So anyway, gonna water the bowl there, and then I guess skip past this day, right? Like, we'll sell everything tomorrow. We've got quite a bit of starfruit wine here to sell. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let's put them all in this hotbar down here, and then I can switch it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stacks of starfruit wine to sell. And we've got a whole assortment of other items as well, but we won't worry about selling any of those. Starfruit wine will obviously be the bulk of the money. But anyway, I don't really want to go to the mines and grind for any sort of materials, so I think we'll just skip past today and just sell the stuff tomorrow, go for perfection, and call it at that. Wasn't really planning on doing a long live stream today, so I think we'll do that. Getting statues with that money. Yeah, I guess why not? I mean, nothing else to do with it, so let's just stock up on some statues of endless fortune, I guess. Yeah, I wonder if the council will fix the patch where you lose your fertilizer. I believe that used to be a thing on PC where fertilizer placed in a garden pot would get, like, removed, so I'm guessing it'll be fixed eventually. Hopefully, at least. But yeah, I guess let's go ahead and end the run, basically. Like, there's no point in dragging things out any longer, so let's go to sleep. We need tiller, right? Yeah, that's the one that gets to artisan. Yep, artisan, okay. I guess let's go ahead and just sell everything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stacks of starfruit wine. And Pam gave us some beer to celebrate. Very kind of her. Well, I guess we just go to sleep again and finish it off. I'm not really looking to do anything with the land here. Kind of just want to finish up this run. Sell 7 more wine to make it 7 even stacks. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh no, I need, it was 947, so I need like 50 more, but that's okay. Couldn't craft any more kegs, ran out of wood, and I don't want to go grinding for wood now. Let's go ahead and I guess just sleep and see what the earnings are. So obviously the number gets cut off because we sell so much, but we've done, I need to pull out my calculator, about 3 million, because it's, yeah, 3 million times like 7 stacks is like 21 million-ish. A little bit more than that. About like 21 to 22 million, I think we've made. And here we are, the final day of winter, the final day of this run and this series. Finally gonna get that last Queen of Sauce recipe. The shrimp cocktail. So let's go ahead and grab the ingredients and actually cook it, and then we have achieved perfection. Again, for me at this point, achieving perfection isn't the most exciting thing. It's way more about the early game that I think is exciting. Like I think the most fun was like the first month of spring, like doing the fishing and going to Skull Cavern as fast as possible. Like the run definitely got, like, if you were just thinking about min-maxing, I think it didn't get as exciting, but I did incorporate like the elements of like perfection, where in winter we had all these other tasks to do, like catching every fish, doing the artifacts, the minerals, and all of that. But so I think it's pretty reasonable that we skipped over these last few days and just finish off this run so we can start a new one and I can try more interesting things. So let's go ahead and craft that shrimp cocktail here. We unlocked Gourmet Chef. That's the cook everything achievement. Go ahead and celebrate by eating the shrimp cocktail. And then our first stop, well actually, again, just for the sake of me being a completionist, I know that we have a star fruit harvest ready here, so let's go ahead and grab these last few star fruits here. But yeah, we're at, I think this is 21 million. So we've got quite a bit there. And then yeah, like David had mentioned in the chat, I'll go to the casino, buy some statues of Endless Fortune, I guess. Although maybe I'll do that tomorrow and then not save my progress tomorrow, because who knows, maybe I want to do something else with that money. So we'll see. Did you say you made 2 big mistakes in your run? Missing 2 harvests of starfruit. Lost about 3 million. Oh yeah, that sounds like it. It's a bit unfortunate. It's able to buy all the buildings on fall first after selling your artisan. Nice, nice. Yeah, sounds like you've had a pretty good run. Eventually, once I get a little bit more motivation for Stardew, I want to try the 1-year perfection run, where you sleep until year 2 and then achieve 100% perfection in the 2nd year. And basically it's possible because you can get the Queen of Sauce recipes from the reruns. So that sounds interesting to me. The only thing is it's already been done, so it's like, I don't know. I mean, other min-max runs have already been done, but I want to find something unique, something different, and that's why I feel like just min-maxing the first day, if I really put some time in, I can make, you know, I don't know, the first day of Stardew as efficient as possible. I think that's my next goal. But anyway, let's take a quick stop at the Keys Golden Walnut room. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Habu who did it. Again, I don't really follow the speedrunners and other creators and stuff too much, so I'm not crazy familiar, but I'm pretty sure you're right. I think he did that run. Let's go and check the shrine, or whatever you call this perfection tracker over here. It should say 100% now. Yep, there's the 100%. Let me just look at this screen real quick. The shipping everything, I believe we got that. I think we shipped everything except for the sweet gem berry sometime in summer of year 2, or maybe it was spring. I don't know. It was pretty early, and then there was that sweet gem berry that we had to wait on, which was a little annoying. The obelisks and golden clock, I think we got like 2 of the obelisks in winter of year 1, and then the other 2 we got like in spring or summer or something. Same with the gold clock. The Monster Slayer, we did that like really early, getting great friends or max hearts with everybody. I think that was, Leo was the last one, and we did that on his birthday in summer. I remember that. Farmer, like getting the level of the skulls, that was super early in year 1, I believe. Finding all the star drops. I think the last one must have been for slaying every monster, or maybe there was one after that, I forget. But we finally achieved all the cooking recipes. That's the one that we can only do at earliest on this day, year 2 of winter. Crafting recipes, we did that. The hard part of that, I think, was finally getting Caroline's Island Ingredient Special Order and getting the solar panel recipe. And then obviously the rare crows are a little bit of a more not as obvious part of that. Catching all the fish, and then all the golden walnuts we did pretty early, so we finally got it. I think it's time to head up to the railroad and just complete the game, basically. We'll take the long way around and go up this way. Let's give our dog a quick pet here and some water. So I have no clue if we've gotten enough friendship points with our dog or not in order to get the full points on the grandpa's evaluation on the shrine, but that's okay, not too big of a deal. Now there's a bunch of other things I could have potentially done, like collecting all the hats or doing, I don't know, whatever miscellaneous tasks, but nothing seemed of too much of an interest to me, so we're just gonna oh no, we do have to sleep first, which means I have to play tomorrow. Oh no. But yeah, I think you're right, we have to sleep first and then the boulder will go away. So that brings up the question, do we want to set up the farm here? I don't think I do. I think we go to sleep and I think we achieve perfection and finally wrap up this series. It does feel a bit weird to just go to sleep so early after min-maxing, because I've literally for, I think it was 7 months, 7 in-game months, because fall, like even fall of year 2, I don't think I skipped over really any days. I stayed up till 2 a.m., passed out like every day. But there's really no point for these last days anymore, so let's go ahead and sleep. Alright, we get to see Grandpa. You feel it in your heart. Somewhere, somehow, Grandpa is beaming with pride. The legacy of Canadia Farm is eternal. Which means I think we got the best evaluation from him. A rumbling sound was heard in the distance. I've never actually seen it where the perfection thing happens at the same time as this. It's been many years. Look how far you've come. Yeah, we're done with the game now, Grandpa. Two years. It's been 2 years since I even started this run. In real life, that is. Well, sorry to say it, Grandpa, but this is the end of the Canadia Farm. Alright, let's go ahead and go take a look at the end of the game cutscene. I'm a bit confused by this cutscene. I don't remember seeing that where the parrots fly in, but let's go ahead and over to Grandpa's shrine and see what that's all about. Oh, the Statue of Perfection. I'll also go ahead and grab some statues of Endless Fortune, since we have quite a bit of money to spend, but I won't really worry about that. Our farm is pretty cluttered here. We really don't want to set up anything today. I mean, what would we grow? Ancient fruit? No point in growing more coffee. I think you need to return Scepter 1 for each arm, yeah. Too bad there's no like dual wielding like there is in like Minecraft or anything, or else I would. Well. Gotta change this to like some spring music. Another thing I need to do is beat Vector's challenge on Journey of the Prairie King. Still have not done that. But that is way easier said than done. But yeah, let's go ahead and go. I mean, I guess we've already achieved perfection, but obviously we gotta see the ending cutscene now. I think I'm more relieved than excited for achieving perfection. But it's been quite a bit of a grind. No little cutscene to get rid of the boulder, it's just gone now. It's been over 2 years since I've actually seen, like I've only done this once, and it's been in multiplayer where I've actually achieved perfection. That's why I actually got the Steam achievement for cooking everything, because I've only done it in multiplayer. Lewis is up here. Interesting. Is the background supposed to be like pitch black here, or something seems off? Something seems off, right? Imagine min-maxing Coral Island with half time every single day. Yeah, Coral Island, like, I feel like that's probably why I was a little bit turned off from Coral Island because I was trying to play the game for my first time ever, like min-maxing. And I definitely didn't do that at Stardew first. Stardew, the first time I ever did it, was like very casual. But like going into Coral Island, like min-maxing, probably just more, bit more exhausting than it needed to be. But the background shouldn't be that color. I try restarting my game, or should I just go with this? I'm gonna, um, I don't know if it's because my screen is so large. I think it was because my screen is so large. So when you have your screen zoomed out all of the way, it turns black. Like this is it zoomed in just slightly and you get this little opening there. Alright, so that's interesting. So let's restart the day and enter it with 2 clicks zoomed in, I guess, or just whatever 100%, I don't know. Yeah, let's run that back. But that's an interesting little bug there. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh, we gotta sit through this again. Well, we can probably skip this cutscene, right? But yeah, as I was saying with Coral Island, I'll definitely try Coral Island again. Maybe I will wait until it's like out of early access, or I don't know. We'll see. Maybe when there's like a clear end game object. Like again, I'm kind of blind to Coral Island. I don't know if there is an end game objective or what. Like I went into it blind, so maybe. I mean, I only got through the first week, and to be fair, if you're normally playing a game like that, you're probably doing whatever and then going to sleep. But when I was trying it, I was min-maxing like I do in Stardew, and fishing and mining for the whole entire day, which probably gets a bit exhausting. But anyway, let's... Is this the first time no coffee, no eel? It's possible. We have to... We can't give ourselves any caffeine. We have to achieve the perfection without any enhancements. So let's zoom in. Oh yeah. I should do that, that'd be funny. Fill out this space with kegs. Then achieve perfection. But anyway, let's see if we can get the proper background here now. Yeah, there we go. That looks a little bit better. I am surprised it's Mayor Lewis here that's been waiting for us. Like, I'd expect it to be like Mr. Key. Like, Mr. Key is the one who's been watching us this whole time. Like, Lewis, he doesn't, like, know anything about what we've been doing in, like, that key room and perfection tracker and all of that, so... Oh, it's usually your spouse? So it's not Krobus? I mean, Krobus isn't my spouse, technically. But... I feel like it would be Krobus then. But that's interesting how it's Lewis instead of spouse. Alright, that's it. We're evicting Krobus. Oh. Okay, now I don't regret. Or does this always show? Maybe this is... Oh, I thought we got this little Krobus here because we had Krobus as our spouse. But I think this is just... It always shows this. Never mind, that's no fun. But that explains why Krobus isn't waiting for us, because some bird's carrying him around. It's an interesting how they include the crop fairies. There's kind of a random selection there. Fun fact, Council can't zoom out as far as PC. I mean, that makes sense. I can only zoom out so much just because I have a really, larger monitor. Otherwise, I don't believe I'll be able to zoom out as much. Now, this bear doesn't appear until year 3, so that's interesting. I like how this credit sequence I never really understood. We're just taking a look at everything that's like all the different game assets, I guess. I mean, it's cool and all, but I don't really understand the point. But that's okay, we'll let it play through. Fish. But anyway, the last video of this series shouldn't be too difficult to make. It should be maybe 10 to 15 minutes of actual covering the gameplay, and then I'll, add something about achieving perfection at the end, and that'll be that. And then after that comes the hard part, making the recap of this whole entire series. But I definitely want to try to do that, so we shall see about that. Shadow people. Thought they were called Void something. Oh, now I am trying to remember what they're actually called. But that's okay. Lava Lurk. I thought they were called Lava Lurkers. False Magma Cap. Corvish Sentry. I'm learning for the first time what a lot of these enemies are actually called. I always make up my own names for them. Alright, I think that's that. We get to hear from Grandpa again. We're hearing Grandpa's music. Maybe? Yep, there he is. And Mr. Key this time. It's been a long road. Grandpa, you just had a talk with me, literally last night. Game theory, Mr. Key is Grandpa? Or Grandma, maybe. They must be related somehow. Oh, there we go. Let's turn off, what's it called? Always show toolhit location so I can get a nice screenshot of this. Use it for a thumbnail or something. Glad you could catch the end, Redivna. You didn't really miss much though, since these last few days of winter were really just kind of skipping over a lot of the time and just grabbing the last starfruit wine cycle to get the last amount of money that we could. But I'm probably gonna exit the game here just to... There's really no point in sleeping and saving this progress. Therefore, if I ever need to in the future, I can like pull this back up and, I don't know, grab footage of the perfection cutscene if I need to. But we shall see. The last thing I will do is head over to the saloon and try my hands at one attempt at Fector's challenge on the Journey of the Prairie King, just for fun. And then it wasn't a very long stream, but it is late in my time right now, so I was planning on not doing it for too long, so... Which one is it? This one, I think? Alright. Let's give it a go here. So I think zooming in helps, right? I don't think I want to zoom in all of the way, but let's see what it looks like. I think I want like maybe a few clicks out. No, can't see the time. Let's try this. Yeah, that's probably good. I have gotten to the last part, like the last map, not the final boss, not Fector, without losing a life, but I've gotten to the last map without losing a life. And beating the Journey of the Prairie King is hard enough as it is, but doing it without getting hit ever is kind of crazy. I think you're at the wrong time. You thought I was streaming tomorrow. That's alright. Again, it wasn't crazy exciting to stream. I just kind of wanted to stream the last day, just, you know, for the sake of streaming it for the people who did want to be there when I finally achieved perfection. But really, honestly, kind of just anticlimactic, because we've already been at that point where it's like we've been at perfection since like summer, because I think really the more min-maxy goals for this, it's definitely difficult to talk and focus on Journey of the Prairie King at the same time, but like getting the money for the obelisks and gold clock was one thing. Crafting every item, that was a min-maxy-ish goal that was more interesting, but besides that, after that, it was just waiting for the cooking recipes. And there's no way I'm gonna actually do this hit list, but we'll see. These first few levels, I think it's a little bit dependent on RNG because we need enough coins to get the first upgrade, or else I don't think it's kind of like possible. I think you need a certain extent of luck to get enough coins to get the first like damage upgrade, or else I don't know if this challenge is possible, but we'll see. Forget what's the button to use the power up, but we didn't get 15. Again, I think you need to get lucky and get 15 coins to get this upgrade right here, or else you're in a bad place, but we'll keep going along with it for fun. Being honest, oh, just enter? I guess the enter key is the button for that. Forgot how hard this game is. Especially when I don't get power-ups. Okay, gotta use this to be safe. Wheel's always a good power-up. Oh, there's some really close calls here, and I need those coins, but I can't get the coins. Very unfortunate. Power-ups. Too bad we missed one of those power-ups there. Alright, we got through that part. I think there's one more map, and I think there's a boss. I think this one's a little bit easier because we've got a bit of a barricade here. Yeah, I haven't touched Journey of the Prairie King in probably a couple of years. But there was definitely a time I tried to grind for the Vectors Challenge Steam achievement, which is basically beating it without getting hit once. And never ended up getting it. Okay, worst case scenario, we can use our wagon. Oh, we got a wagon wheel there, so get a little bit of a break. I do want to go out here and grab the life, although there's really no reason to grab the lives if we are doing Vectors Challenge. Coin. Oh, we can grab this power up. I think this is the best power up because it basically makes you invincible. I think the time's up. We just have to get rid of those things. And we can get the damage boost, which is good, but we basically need, like, I think in order to like beat this, and I think you can cheese this boss by going like this, which, you know, I guess is cheating if you want to argue that, but I don't know, it is what it is. Alright. Map 2. Surprised I got through that first part without much trouble. But yeah, these mushroom guys, if we didn't get the damage upgrade, would take 2 hits to kill. And basically, I don't know, I would argue it would be impossible to not take damage then. And that would be pretty cool if I were to just achieve Vector's challenge on stream right now, but I don't think there's any way I can. I'm gonna save this one, the fast stream of bullets. Yeah, for sure, like if I can cheese the boss, I'll cheese the boss, for sure. Although I don't think I can do that once I get Defector himself. Alright, do we and again, we need one of these upgrades. We need to save up for those. The speed doesn't really help, so I think we have to skip that guy there and hope we can survive this next part. Alright, well, that's the end of that. But we can still keep playing on. Actually, nah, I'm done with that. But anyway, I think there's also a way to continue 3 lives. Let me test something. We're at 2 lives now. And if we exit, continue journey. Yeah, I think there's a way to maybe cheese it, where if you... yeah, GG for sure. But that's okay. Where if like you're about to be hit here, you quickly press escape, and then it doesn't count towards it, maybe? But I'm not sure. Aren't I tired? Yeah, it is a bit late for me, and I'm gonna end the stream pretty soon. But I just wanted to give Vector's challenge one go for the heck of it. It is, yeah, it is 12. It is a little past midnight for me, which my sleep is very inconsistent, so there are some days I stay up till like maybe 2 or 3 a.m., but there are some days I go to bed at like 10 p.m., so it is pretty inconsistent, but glad you could stop by the stream. Yeah, I really don't know if the save/load thing works, like you can technically even get the achievement by using like mods or something, but that's no fun obviously, so I'll try it again another time. I don't think I've ever actually played Junimo Kart. I didn't even know there was like a whole like world map here and everything. Went to bed, then got up, and I'm probably going back to bed. Yeah, I'm about to do the same after I try out Junimo Kart here. This is an interesting minigame, but it's kind of difficult. But anyway, yeah, that's it for achieving perfection here. Daylight savings is brutal and it's spring break, so you have no reason to not go to bed. Yeah, understandable. Understandable. Daylight savings, I know, throws a lot of people off, but personally, my sleep's always messed up where it doesn't really make too much of a difference to me. But anyway, yeah, this is what we're left with the farm. I think really the only big like kind of marker of progress was our keg setup in the desert, so let's go ahead and end the stream over there. But we've got it pretty much filled out here. This top part came up nicely. We can fit a few more in here, so I mean, maybe I'll do that eventually. But anyway, thanks everyone for joining the stream. I'm gonna try to get out a video concluding the series as quick as possible, and then it's my spring break, so maybe, well, I mean, it starts next week, but maybe I will grind out a recap video, and then after that, I can start a new series, and I look forward to that. And thank you, Redivna. Thank you for joining by the stream. And yeah, it's been a couple of years, but I'm very grateful and thankful for everybody who has tuned in and stuck with me, and hope you stay for what's to come. So at the end, this is, yeah, we achieved perfection. We watched the little cutscenes, so that's really it for the series. So what's next is, again, I'll make a concluding video for the series the rest of winter. Then I'll make a recap and then start a new min-max series. So thank you everybody for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.